Now Allah Azza wa Jalla says, "Hiya hatta matla' al-fajr," and I really want to make a point here that Allah says it's all the way until Fajr comes in. You know, if you go to most masajid, the programs, people finish their qiyam around what, like 4 a.m. and then there's the suhoor and the conversations and the discussions and stuff like that, and then the Fajr adhan. Someone might take a nap or something like that. But Allah says it's until Fajr comes in. Now, when does Lailatul Qadr start? What do you guys think, those of you that are here? When does Lailatul Qadr start? Maghrib. Can you imagine how messed up it would be if you prayed the entire night, but your entire Laylatul Qadr was nullified because you had iftar and you made a dumb joke, or you backbited while you were eating iftar with people? So it's important to keep in our minds that Laylatul Qadr is at Maghrib. So when you eat your iftar, keep to yourself, keep quiet, keep indulged in dhikr even as you're eating your food. When you finish your food, go worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala until Isha comes in. Finish your Isha, finish your Taraweeh. The point is, as Mujahid rahimahullah says, most people lose Laylatul Qadr because of their interactions with people. And there's a hadith which he uses as evidence, which I'll bring here, by the way, inshallah ta'ala, in a moment. But most people will miss out on Laylatul Qadr because they're too busy talking, they're arguing, they're getting into discussions. And when you use your tongue for other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's only natural that you're going to mess up at some point. So keep in mind, it starts from Maghrib and it goes all the way until Fajr. Hiya hatta matla' al-Fajr. It's until Fajr comes out. So even if you're going to eat iftar and suhoor with people, make sure that you watch your adab, your manners, and so on and so forth, and you don't say anything that you're going to regret that could make you miss out on a lifetime of good deeds. It made the Prophet ﷺ forget that night. See, these stories sort of complete each other. When the Prophet ﷺ says that I forgot the night, what made him forget the night? Ubadat ibn Samit radiallahu anhu has an authentic hadith. He says, خرج النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ليخبرنا بليلة القدر فتلاحى رجلان من المسلمين. The Prophet ﷺ came out to tell us what night Laylatul Qadr was, and then two Muslims started to get into an argument. You want to see the harms of argument in the masjid? Two Muslims got into an argument. So the Prophet ﷺ came out and he saw these two men arguing. He says, خرجت لأخبركم بليلة القدر فَتَلَاحَى فُلَانٌ وَفُلَانٌ. I came out to tell you when Laylatul Qadr was, but these two people started to argue. He says, فَرُفِعَتْ. Allah lifted it from me. SubhanAllah, Allah Azza wa Jal lifted it. وَعَسَىٰ أَن يَكُونَ خَيْرًا لَكُمْ. And it might be better for you that he did so anyway. فَالْتَمِسُوهَا فِي التَّاسِعَ وَالسَّابِعَ وَالْخَامِسَةِ. So seek it out in the 9th, the 7th, or the 5th. Alright, so the Prophet ﷺ was made to forget it due to argument, which if you remember what I said earlier, interacting with people, subhanAllah, made them lose the date of Laylatul Qadr because two people got into an argument in the masjid. Alright, so the Prophet ﷺ, according to that, he forgot it in that particular year. As the time between Maghrib and Isha is really short, what are some of the most beneficial and productive ways to observe the last 10 nights? Yes, the time between Maghrib and Isha is short, so really what you want to do is, your iftar is a ibadah, your Salatul Maghrib is a ibadah. If you pray the sunnah of Maghrib on those nights, if you've been slacking with the sunnah of Maghrib, but in these last 10 nights, you make sure you just pray the 2 rak'ahs sunnah of Maghrib, you eat your iftar. Again, it's not haram to have some conversation, just watch yourself carefully. Don't do anything that's going to destroy the ibadah of the night. That's the point that I was making.